Ron, are there any other like things that's top of mind for you? Anything that's near and dear, or special to your heart right now that you'd like to share with buyers and sellers that are active and interested in the online M&A space right now? Anything come to mind for you?
Yeah, it's a great time and a great sector. And the interesting part is, and obviously there's a lot of tragedy in our society today with the virus. And I think that an unfortunate positive that's coming. I mean, it's a fortunate positive, but anything right now you look at as negative when people are dying. But our sector is holding up pretty well. I mean, Amazon stock has gone up tremendously since it started. Last I looked, I think it was at 2,100, and it was down to 1,700, not long ago. And so it's showing the resilience of our particular sector. And our particular sector is, it's definitely the future. And a lot of people knew that from the past, just because, if you just look at the demographics and everything else, it just makes sense. But I think now more and more people are starting to understand why this sector is so dynamic and why it really is kind of, bulletproof in a way. So.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. It's been interesting seeing the results of many e-commerce companies. Of course, ones that are related to to travel and that sort of stuff have taken a hit. But e-commerce companies that are delivering products, if they're at least within 3 degrees of separation from essential products or household products or that sort of stuff, they're absolutely crushing it. We're seeing record sales from people within my my sphere of influence that they've never experienced before. In the light of the kind of the COVID-19 pandemic and stuff. And I totally agree. It's unfortunate for all of the broader picture of things that are going on and people dying and that sort of stuff. When you look kind of at a small scale, just about e-commerce in particular. I mean, you're right. I can't say it better than you did. Bulletproof. I mean, those are the products that are being delivered. People are not going to retail locations in light of all of this and social distancing and stuff like that. And I think you would say, and you would know at a broader level, seeing the scope of all of us brokers within website closers, the activity is pretty hot.
It's awesome. It's interesting because when Jason and I, keep in mind, Jason now owns many of these companies, and he's doing very well through this, particular time period where a lot of other businesses are suffering. And, you take it back to the beginning, and right away when we formed this company, we knew it was the future because it made sense. I mean, I think you break everything down in some way to common sense. And just looking at the common sense factors on what we do, according to an article in the Wall Street Journal, there's 70% of securities in the stock market are held by people who are 50 and older. But the bulk of that 70% is actually between the guys who are in the baby boomers, which are 60 to 80s. And so, you look at that group outside of travel, that group is the least likely to spend money on the internet. Now, and that means in the next 5, 10, 15 years, there's a lot of money that's going to drop down into the hands of people who are fully comfortable with everything that goes on in the internet. So just from a financial demographic standpoint, it makes perfect sense. But then you also, look at it from a practicality standpoint as well. And, you look at it, most people who want to save money on, buying groceries and everything else will go to Walmart. And I don't think there's too many people on earth that will say Walmart is a, great experience that they love to do every week. I mean, if you're in a cold climate, you park in a parking lot, you walk across. If it's windy, cold, snowy, you put up with that. You get in there, you get jostled by people, you wait in lines. I mean, none of it is fun. In this particular, coming period that we're about to see, Amazon has built so many of these warehouses now. I think it's well over 100 that are 1 million square feet or more. And when they bought Whole Foods, they're now conquering groceries. They have right now 80 leases on grocery stores that they're going to be rolling out as well. So it's going to come a time in the not too distant future where you're going to push buttons, and they're going to ask you, what time do you want this delivered? And you're going to push the time, and they'll have it to your door at that particular time. So, a lot of people who are used to buying in a different fashion, on the old bricks and mortar side by driving into the parking lot and parking and walking in, that's going to start to disappear and be replaced by people who are going to push buttons and let it come to the
door. Yeah, it's actually very interesting to see how this evolves. Like there's stuff like Instacart for grocery shopping has completely changed my household. From the going to the grocery store and digging through and looking for stuff, and it would take easily an hour and a half to get a grocery cart full of groceries. Now, with Instacart, I can pick the same things I order every week, add the unique things here and there, and in 15 minutes, secure my order. Wait a couple hours, and somebody brings it to my door. It's amazing. I love it. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications about new videos and interviews. And introduce yourself in the comments. Are you a buyer or a seller?